will be exploring the art of discernment. What do you mean when you're? What do you mean when you're? What do you mean by that? By art of discernment? Like what are you trying to say with that?
You're kidding, right? I know an artist who's absolutely sensational, but this person cannot tell if anyone else is good. To this person, everyone's phenomenal. Absolutely can't tell if anything's good or bad. You can be great at something. This is fascinating to me. They do something so well, and they go, "Oh yeah, that's
or it's that.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, they do that so well. That's such a beautiful nocturne. I can't imagine it being more beautiful." And I'm going, what planet, what rock
years?
did you just crawl from under? I think discernment, just the word conjures up a very complex feeling. Can you decide if something's good? Can you discern between good and bad? These people in the audience, these 3,000 people in a big hall, they need to have the art of discernment. But what do? We play for people who, oh man, I just got off my meeting with the car dealer, and they're walking into the hall at 8 o'clock. All they want to do is be transported out of their heads. They want it thralled with it. This is the art of discernment. Can you tell the difference between great art and mediocre art and okay art and excellent art and superb art? There are many levels. Discernment is everything. You study.
You clear your mind of everything else, and then you focus on and develop those levels, is what you're saying, right?
Well, I hate to say it, but an audience has to have a gift too. The performer is not the only gifted person in the hall. The audience has to have that art of discernment. Otherwise, they're just like, it's a cattle call. Oh, wasn't that incredible? And these standing ovations, they're just like a dime a dozen, right? Everybody gets a standing ovation just for walking out and sitting down on the piano stool. Or, you could go out and, not do anything.
A lot of
35
audiences.
seconds of silence,
Yeah, they tend to just, like you're saying, it's like kind of like a herd mentality where you see someone else clapping so hard, and then you're just like, okay, time to, everyone's gonna stand up now. But it's not, always necessary. What do you think about that?
I was at a concert of Pictures and an Exhibition. This orchestra was playing it. It was absolutely horrendous, and everybody was falling asleep. And they instantly stood up after, just like because of the last note. You know how it ends, right?
Yeah.
Flat. Okay, crashing ending. They stood up just because it was loud. But I watched everybody in the hall. They were all asleep, picking their nose and doing all kinds of stuff. Come on.
Right.
Playing around with their ears, putting pencils in their nose. In an appropriate structure. Yeah, it was just ridiculous. They were so bored, and they stood up like soldiers. Boom. Just because it was the end of the piece. Or they wanted to get to the parking lot before you.
Right.
There is no discernment in this society.
For not the correct reason. They're actually they've lost the spirit of why we're standing up for an ovation, I think. Right. For a standing ovation.
I don't know if they've lost anything. I don't know if they had anything to begin with. The answer is, who has discernment? Practically no one. There are no standards anymore. It's very difficult to find someone that's not going to critique something. They're going to go, oh, that's gorgeous. It's a feel-good society, don't you know?
Well, people like to follow the opinions of who else. They look at the person next to them, to their left, to their right, and then they're like, okay, they like it, then I'll like it. It seems to be good. If they think it's good, it must be great,
Right.
It's much easier to follow others, right?
It's a herd mentality, or sheep, they're following the shepherd or whatever.
Rather than think for yourself. Yeah.
They
discern
don't think for
yourself.
themselves. They don't. Very few people. Who has discernment? Very few people. If you don't discern, there's nothing. It's just all vanilla. It's all milk toast. It's all homogenized, like a bottle of milk. You know how the milkman used to deliver, you see it on Leave It to
Mhm.
Beaver. The milkman comes in and puts the
Yeah.
milk in the little crazy
Boats
box,
and
and
stuff. Yeah.
it's all white. It's all nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's all one
So
monotonous thing. Yeah.
yeah, it's just one monotonous thing. If you don't discern, then everything is the same. I mean, we're all great. We're all bad. We're
Right.
all this. We're all brown, or, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah. Yeah.
so many differences
So
in the
why do we
world
need it? Right. Yeah. We need it in order to
to, d-
see
to see the
the
differences. I mean,
difference.
yeah, I mean,
Right.
do you know the difference between a live oak tree and a cactus?
Pretty sure.
You
Yeah.
have to discern. The live oaks in Texas are incredible. That's why I bring up the live oak. I used to live in
Oh.
Austin. Yeah, these
Really?
live oak trees are fat. They've been around for like hundreds of years, gigantic trunks and everything. And then you compare it,
Oh,
go to
wow.
Phoenix or something and compare it to a cactus. It's like, they're different, right?
They're very different. Yeah.
One is really prickly, the other one is like got a bunch of leaves.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you
And
discern? I know, look,
Yeah.
this is an obvious discernment. Whereas judging between De La Rocha's own dean and Ashkenazi's own dean, not for me, but for some people, might be a difficult task.
Yeah.
It's very clear to me, which I'm not going to tell you what I think, but
Yeah.
which one is better, which one is more sensitive, which one is technically executed better. It's very
Mm-hmm.
clear to me. I play the piece. I've known it all my life. Yeah, not all my life, but discernment comes in many levels. Are you familiar with the material you're discerning
Right.
between? So, I
So
assume
you're
when
someone who played it versus someone who hasn't played it might not necessarily know all the ins and outs of
Oh,
the inner
absolutely.
workings of the
Yeah,
piece and how
I mean-
it feels and all of that. But
I mean-
some people who have never been able or never even played the piece are still able to see, to discern for themselves, like more than
Yeah, I mean, look, I've
others.
never played Carnival, but I think I can tell if it's a good
Oh.
Carnival.
I've
come
played
on.
Carnival.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I played the F sharp minor sonata, so I know that better than Carnival because I've never touched Carnival. But the
Right.
point is, I've heard it enough and I've taught it enough to know that, okay, this is a good Carnival. This is not a good
Yeah.
Carnival. But again, the person next to me is going to say, that's your opinion. See, everything is like that, but discernment, I believe, has a level of standard that opinion does not. When you discern between things, you're being, I think it's a refinement of the decision in the mind. This thing, oh, that's my opinion.
Yeah.
Well,
It's based
that's
on
much more
something.
flighty.
Right.
Yeah, discernment
Yeah.
is serious. Opinion is, oh, that's a great piece of art. I don't know.
Opinion can simply just be based on this is why I think the way I think. This is just what my opinion. That's my opinion, right? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Gustav Meyer used to say to me. He's deceased now. He was my father-in-law, a great conducting teacher. He said, "Richie, they don't know. They don't know." He would say this to me all the time. We'd be having dinner, and I'd be going, just tearing my head out. I was going crazy over some person's
About the audience
comment or whatever,
comments,
and he
yeah.
goes, "They don't hear it," and I'm beginning to understand what he was talking about now.
You're only
So-
beginning. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think everyone has ears, but they do not. Okay, so we have physical ears, but do you hear? It's like the prophet or something said, he listens, but he doesn't hear. Meaning he's listening to the sound of the person's voice, but he's not hearing what he's saying.
Yes.
So-
yeah. That applies for talking, for words, for music,
It's everything.
for art. Yeah.
Yeah, so
seeing
discernment
without
is-
being, or there's all
Yeah,
these.
so discernment is discernment.
Levels.
Opinion is opinion. But many
Yeah.
people will say opinion is discernment. That's your discernment that it's good. It's your opinion that it's good. I believe discernment is more factual, is based more on
Right.
rules and things that need to be there for it to be good. You see?
Right, right. Yeah. Because everything can't be good. Everything can't be great all the same. Right. Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
believe so. Yeah.